Hello there. In this lesson, I want to go over the present subjunctive with statements of volition. So the lesson objectives are to learn how to form the present subjunctive, to learn the irregular subjunctive forms, to learn several statements of volition, and to learn how these expressions are used with a subjunctive. So in this lesson, we're going to explore how to form the present subjunctive. We're also going to learn several statements of volition that force a subjunctive in the dependent clause. Okay, so how do we get to the subjunctive form? So you're going to follow these steps when trying to form the subjunctive. First thing you need to do is go to the yo form of the present indicative tense. So conjugate the verb in the yo form, drop the o, and then you're going to add the opposite vowel. If it's an AR verb, you're going to use e's. If they are ER/IR verbs, you're going to use an a. Let's look at some examples. Comprar means to buy. Okay, the yo form is compro. You drop the o, and then you add the opposite vowel. It's an AR verb, so you're going to use is. So yo compre, tú compres, él compre, nosotros compremos, ellos compren. Vender meaning to sell. Yo vendo, we drop the o, then we add the opposite vowel. Yo venda, tú vendas, él venda, nosotros vendamos, ellos vendan. Vivir meaning to live. Yo vivo, we drop the o, and then we add the opposite vowel. Yo viva, tú vivas, él viva, nosotros vivamos, ellos vivan. Because the subjunctive is based on the first person singular yo of the present tense, if the verb is irregular in that conjugation, it will also be irregular in the subjunctive. Okay, so basically the irregulars in the yo form carry over into the subjunctive. Let's look at some examples. So traer meaning to bring, you conjugate it in the yo form. And the yo form is indeed irregular, it's yo traigo. We drop the o, and then we add the opposite vowel. It's an ER verb. Okay, so we're going to add a's. Yo traiga, tú traigas, él traiga, nosotros traigamos, ellos traigan. Okay. Notice again that because the yo form in the present indicative is irregular, it's going to carry over into the subjunctive. Hacer, fix this real quick, meaning to do or to make. In the yo form, as you know, it's irregular. It's hago, we drop the o, and then we add the opposite vowel. Now, there are several verbs that in the yo form do not end in an o, and these are going to be completely irregular in the subjunctive, and there are 5 of them. The verb ir, ser, dar, saber, and estar. Okay, so ir, yo vaya, tú vayas, él vaya, nosotros vayamos, ellos vayan. And of course, you know, these are just going in order here. Ser, meaning to be, yo sea, tú seas, él sea, nosotros seamos, ellos sean. Dar, meaning to give. Yo dé, tú des, él dé, nosotros demos, ellos den. Saber, to know. Yo sepa, tú sepas, él sepa, nosotros sepamos, ellos sepan. Estar, to be. Yo esté, tú estés, él esté, nosotros estemos, ellos estén. Now, the Kargar-Zar verbs are going to suffer a spelling change. So, for example, the verb buscar, meaning to look for, you conjugate it in the yo form of the present tense, which is busco. We drop the o, and then the c. Okay, the c is going to become a qu when you go into the subjunctive. Yo busque, tú busques, él busque, nosotros busquemos, ellos busquen. Cargar meaning to carry. The yo form is cargo. You drop the o, and then the g here is going to become a gu. Yo cargue, tú cargues, él cargue, nosotros carguemos, ellos carguen. Abrazar, to hug. Yo abrazo, we drop the o, and the z is going to become a c. Yo abrace, tú abraces, él abrace, nosotros abracemos, ellos abracen. Now let's look at some expressions of volition that are going to trigger the subjunctive in the dependent clause. Permitir, to allow. Insistir en, to insist on. Preferir, to prefer. Exigir, to demand. Sugerir, to suggest. Desear, to desire, to want, to wish. Mandar, to order. To send. Prohibir, to prohibit. Necesitar, to need, and pedir, to ask or to request. Let's look at some example sentences with these expressions. Okay, notice again that if you find these here in the first verb, in the verb 1 in the independent clause, you're going to have to use the subjunctive in the verb 2, which is the verb in the dependent clause. Okay, again, subjunctive is used over here in the dependent clause. We prefer that they not join us. Preferimos que no nos acompañen. By the way, I've conjugated the forms in the subjunctive here, right? Well, maybe we can go over these first. Acompañar, yo acompaño, right? We drop the O. We are the opposite vowel. Acompañe, acompañes, acompañe, acompañemos, oops, this is misspelled. Acompañemos y acompañen. Okay, there they are. Vender, yo vendo. We drop the O. Go add the opposite vowel. Venda, vendas, venda, vendamos, vendan. Ayudar, the yo form is ayudo. We drop the O and add the opposite vowel. Ayude, ayudes, ayude, ayudemos, ayuden. Traer, the yo form is traigo. We drop the O and then add the opposite vowel. Traiga, traigas, traiga, traigamos, traigan. And vivir, the yo form is vivo. We drop the O, add the opposite vowel. Viva, vivas, viva, vivamos, vivan. Okay, so again, let's go back over here. I suggest that you sell the items. Okay, so sugerir is one of the expressions of volition, so use the subjunctive here. I suggest that you sell the items. Sugiero que vendas los objetos. They need us to help them, right? So the verb to for us, we to help them. Okay, so we conjugate this here in the nosotros form in the subjunctive. So they need us to help them. Necesitan que les ayudemos. You want him to bring the beverages. Okay, he brings, right? So we would conjugate this in the subjunctive. Quieres que él traiga las bebidas? And he insists that we live near the beach. Él insiste que en que vivamos. Okay, conjugate the subjunctive here. Cerca de la playa. All right. And that is it for the present subjunctive with statements of volition.